Hi, seniors. It's Mr. Chiakulas. And as second semester of senior year rolls around, most of you will be done with your college applications, and now you're waiting for the next steps. Now what? Now what do we do? Now what does the process look like between the time we get our applications in and we make that final decision? So I'm going to talk through some things here that will hopefully help give you a better idea of what to expect in terms of next steps in the college application process. All right, so you've submitted all your applications, and now what? I'm going to go through the next steps in the college application and selection process. So what you should be doing first and foremost is checking your mail for notifications, whether that's voicemail, email, snail mail. Notifications of the decision are going to be coming in. It could be at any time, depends on the school. Some schools have specific dates, others are on a rolling basis. At the very latest, it should be April, but hopefully a lot sooner. Again, the sooner you've applied, usually the sooner you find out. And then afterwards, of course, financial aid award letters will come, and that could be any time between now and April, hopefully it's again at the very latest. So make sure you're checking all accounts, emails, portals, voicemails, text messages. Colleges can notify you in a lot of ways. You don't want to miss out on these important notifications. Now, these notifications at first are going to give you your results, your admission results. And there are four possible ways that, four possible results that you could get. The first, of course, is you were admitted. Congratulations, woohoo, you're in. You have the option of attending that school if you so choose. On the complete opposite side is the denied. The sorry, this is not a right fit for you at this time. If you are denied, there's really not much you can do about it. They've made their decision. If you really wanted to go to that school, you would have to go somewhere else for a year, get some new grades, and then reapply later. The two in the middle are kind of the more confusing ones that cause a lot of stress and anxiety sometimes for students because it's kind of a blurry area. The first is deferred. Deferred means like, hold on a second, we're not quite ready to decide. We want some more information. So the colleges are going to say, give us new grades, new test scores, another essay, letter of rec, an interview. They like what they see, but not enough to quite let you in. They want to maybe see some more information, see where you're at right now. The waitlist is different in that, again, it's not a yes or a no, but this time it's not so much they want more information from you. It's they usually, it depends on what other people do, what other students have decided to do. So of course, all the students that are admitted don't necessarily attend the school. So they may like you, and if there's space for you, they would like to have you. But if there's not space, then they're going to go with the other people. So the waitlist is kind of frustrating because you may not find out that you're off the waitlist until well after May 1st, which we'll talk about in a second. So that can kind of put you in a really tough position. The waitlist is not like it is at the deli where it goes in order. You know, if 10 people, go in off the wait list and you're number 11 and then somebody else backs out, you're in, does not work that way. There's no order to things. It depends on majors and a variety of other factors. So the wait list can be tough, but there's really nothing else that you can do necessarily to improve your chances. They don't want more test scores. They don't want any of that. It's just, what are other people going to do? So definitely check out your options if you've been put on a wait list or have been denied. So again, the wait list is under rejection. Keep checking your mail. Hopefully you receive a decision by May. But again, after May 1st comes and all the other students decide, you may hear back from the school a couple of weeks later and say, hey, guess what? We have space for you. And now you have to decide, okay, yes, I do want to go there. Or, you know what, I already committed to another school, then sorry, but you're too late. Definitely keep your options open in case you don't get in. So don't put all your eggs in a waitlist basket. Make sure that if you're finding you don't have other options, that you keep applying and have a safety school to back up, have a backup. And again, Harper is a great backup, great safety school, great first option as well, of course. But if Harper isn't your first choice, it should be, again, at least on your backup list because it could definitely be end up being an option for you. All right, if you submitted the FAFSA, you are going to make sure that your FAFSA is correct. that doesn't need any other information. If you are flagged for verification by the college, this will come from each individual college's financial aid office, not from the government or from student aid or FAFSA. So if you're missing anything, you don't have an EFC, the college's financial aid office is saying we need more information, make sure you correct that in time. That could hold up your financial aid letter and scholarships and other things like that. So definitely check, again, your portals, your emails to make sure you don't need to submit any additional information regarding FAFSA or financial aid. Now, assuming you are admitted to multiple colleges and you haven't decided for sure yet which one you're going to attend, you're going to be getting a financial aid package, a financial aid award letter from all those schools. And you're going to want to compare them because they all unfortunately don't look the same. They have different information, they offer different things, they're listed differently. And so while one award letter might look like you're going for free, they may have slipped in a huge amount of loans, while another one might look like it's pretty expensive, but they didn't give you any loans. So it's, again, really important to compare them, compare apples to apples. And if you're not sure what they mean, definitely bring them in, share them with me, Zoom them with me, or however we need to do it, and we can kind of make sure we're comparing similar things. And the National Decision Day in the past has been May 1st. It sometimes can go into June 1st, but this is when you really do need to let your colleges know that you're going to attend there. So, which means putting down a deposit to hold your space. So after May 1st, or whenever their decision day is, if you haven't put your deposit down, you may have lost your spot or your scholarship. So really want to make sure you don't miss that deadline. Leading up to that deadline, if you're still not sure, if you're deciding between a few schools, see if you can visit, see if you can talk to more people. But again, make sure that that deposit is in. Typically by this point, it is non-refundable, so you would not get your money back if you changed your mind. But you're going to want to do that, and then you're going to want to follow our instructions during senior checkout on sending final transcripts and all those kind of final things that we'll talk about as we get closer. So then once you've made your final decision, you're going to want to complete the enrollment paperwork for the college, or if it's not paper anymore, whatever you need to do online in your portal, click things, sign things electronically, submit things, start signing up for orientation, making housing arrangements, things like that. Make sure you meet those deadlines. Sometimes the housing deadlines are way before the actual enrollment deadline. You may have to, again, put a deposit down sooner for that rather than later, but definitely things like orientation, sooner you can go to orientation, the more class options you'll have to choose in terms of subject, topics, as well as times. So if you want to take all your classes on certain days or at certain times of the day, the sooner you go to orientation, the more choices you will have for that. And then as best as you can this year, make the most of the rest of your senior year. Again, we hope that there will be school events to attend. You'll be able to physically hang out with friends and things like that. Of course, whatever you do, do it safely. But try your best to finish the year strong. Try to keep in mind that grades still do count senior year. You can boost your GPA and thus scholarships or other opportunities. Keep looking for scholarships throughout the rest of the year into the summer and basically as long as you're still in school. But do your best to finish strong, even if you've made all your final decisions already and everything's all set. You want to have that momentum going into your first year of college. So keep that in mind. Try to stay positive, stay motivated. Graduating high school, of course, is exciting, but it's also very stressful. The fear of the unknown is very common. Sometimes students really start overthinking things. What if I pick the wrong school? What if this isn't the right fit? What if I don't like it there? What if I don't fit in? What if I can't afford it? What if I don't make friends? There's a lot of what if questions, right? And it's very common. You're making one of the biggest, or if not the biggest decision of your young lives. And you never know what's going to happen. And so try to stay positive, try to make your decision based on all the research you've done, all the gut feelings that you've had, all the different things that you've talked through. And, again, if you want help, if you want someone just to run things by, no one here, myself, your counsel, we're not going to make this decision for you, of course, but we can help you talk through some things and hopefully make you feel confident and positive about your choice. And lastly, there's a phenomenon out there called summer melt. And this is something that happens a lot of times with low-income students or first-gen students, where they've gone through this process, they've made their final decision, and then over the summer, for some reason, they get cold feet and they start to melt away. And so that's why it's called summer melt. They were planning to enroll in college and now they're not. There's a melt for four-year institutions and for community colleges. So try your best to stick to the plan, have backup plans. You may need to adjust your plans a little bit, but definitely keep seeking help, keep seeking answers to questions you have, even throughout the summer, if not from here, but from the colleges themselves, and make sure that you are able to fulfill that plan that you had set up all along. Hopefully this gave you a little bit of a better idea of what's to come and what are some things to kind of keep an eye out for. Of course, as these different things do come up, please feel free to reach out and let us know if there's any way we can help you through this final process. Good luck. For more frequent reminders, updates, resources, and more, please follow us on social media at Life After Hersey and subscribe to my YouTube page.